Jixie here for another Jixie video. It's not a diary, it's like a tiny video. I have a few things that I want to say to you guys. And I just kind of figured that I really wanted to kind of say it before I forgot to say it. But I really have awful memory, so I probably would forget to say it. And you know I've got awful memory, you know. All those times before I learned to edit that I just sit there and be like, yeah, awful memory. So I really wanted to say it. Put down below if you miss those days when I just sit there and try desperately to think what I was actually gonna say. I kind of miss those days, but at the same time I love editing. It makes it a little bit more creative for me. Anywho, so yeah, Jinx is coming in a couple of days. Days. I can't believe it's actually days. It feels not that long ago that it was weeks, months, and now it's days. She's literally coming the day after tomorrow. I'm so happy that I'm going to be seeing her again after, because last time I saw her was in March, and now it's December, and I'm just really excited. So Jinx is coming. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do, Jinx and I are going to be doing a few videos while she's here. We've got a few interesting things planned, a few hilarious things planned. So that's something to look forward to. But there's something that I really, really wanted to talk to you about, and it's something that's quite worrying. And it's something that I didn't realise about. It's going to be a bit of a fairy talk, actually, which is something I've not done in quite a while. Talk about fairies. Oh my goodness. But I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for the fact that it's, like I say, I'm quite worried about this. Because I did not realise this, and I've done some research about it. But basically, there's a YouTuber called Shellbizzle, who I will link. I don't know what video it was that I saw it from, but I'll link a few of her videos down below. She's she talks about environmental things. She does anti-hauls, wasteful anti-hauls. Obviously, as you know, I care about the environment. It's important to me to care about the environment. And she does about like zero waste swaps for things. If you care about the environment, I really, really recommend her videos. She's really, she gets quite worked up about things, like about wasteful things and about, different, sort of environmentally concerning things. And I find that quite interesting and quite exciting to see her passion for it. And it kind of inspires me as well. So I will link a few of her videos down below, but I can't remember which video in particular that I found this out. But when you're making fairy dust, the glitter that most people use has microplastics inside of it. And I was sort of thinking, well, that can't possibly, I don't know if Fairy Truths knows about this, but it has microplastics, and those microplastics can get into the water supply, find their way into the ocean, and then small fish can eat it, and, obviously, small fish eat it, the big fish eat them, and then bigger fish eat that fish, and then it works its way higher and higher up the food chain, and then obviously kind of humans are at the top of the food chain. This is what she explained, and this is true. I mean, I know a little bit about biology, I know a little bit about food chains, but yeah, basically, it's not good to have microplastics in our diet. And logically, I should have known that glitter has microplastics inside of it. I thought maybe it had metal, but no, it's plastic. So, so I was a bit sort of worried, really, because all this time we've been using glitter in potions and things, and it's been harmful to the environment. So I came up with a few things that might actually work instead of glitter, and I have corroborated this with Heart, who I actually saw the other day. And that's a whole other subject. Like I say, I intend to stop talking about fairies, really. The only reason I'm talking about this is because it really concerns me that we are doing potions and putting microplastics into the environment. And so I really wanted to talk to you guys and tell you that it's not really the best thing to do. So the things that you could use instead of glitter in fairy dust, you could use edible glitter, which obviously doesn't have plastic inside of it. You can use dried herbs, apparently, especially dried lavender, which is really, really good for, and dried mint is also good for to use in fairy potions. And you can use honey, specifically honeycomb, which is very powerfully magical. So obviously it's a concentrated flower nectar, which is the sweetest part of the flower, and it's sort of concentrated and made by bees, which obviously is important too, because in fact I do recommend using honey more than any of the other things, just because it's naturally produced. You know, like dried herbs obviously have been naturally produced, but you know, they have been dried, whereas honey is beneficial to the environment as well. So honey is great to use in instead of it won't look as pretty, it won't look as glittery, that's true, but it's very powerful and magical. So dependent on what honey you get, different types of honey can have different like magical properties from different areas of the world. And so yeah, it's I think that's probably better to use than glitter, which isn't really particularly good for the environment. And that's really what I wanted to sort of say. I did have some news about heart, actually, and a lot of things has happened since I last spoke to you. The reason why I don't really do fairy videos anymore, there was a lot of reasons, really, but I felt like well, obviously the main problem of that I had was my videos were being the content of my videos were being stolen and used on someone else's channel, which I found to be quite frustrating and quite hurtful. And in a way, I feel like I should be glad that my videos inspire somebody, but at the same time, taking my content word for word, and you know, I risked such a lot to give you the information that I gave you, and then for someone to just take it, and it felt like it made it meaningless. My kind of risk. I mean, obviously, I got exiled because of the information that I gave to you guys, and so it felt a bit hurtful that my information was being taken and being used without my permission as well, and passed off as somebody else's, which just really grinds my gears, to be honest. But also because I felt like I was getting into a trap of having to prove everything. I'm not asking you guys to believe a word that I say. That's, you know, you have the right to believe whatever you want to believe. If it's not me, I understand. But I felt like I was being asked to prove myself constantly. And obviously I already explained quite a few times the reasons why I don't prove. I didn't show my wings. And, you know, when I was a mermaid, I didn't want to show my tail. I don't want to show my sulky skin. I'm a sulky now. So, I had reasons. It's like revealing your soul. There was a lot of reasons, but the stealing of my videos was a major one. I think that probably was the main one. And the person that did that knows who they are. And I won't out them because everybody knows. I feel like everybody knows. I feel like I won't out them because they know who they are, and it would just cause arguments to out them. But I really felt hurt by that, especially as that person was claiming to be a friend, and it was I'm not going to keep going on about how hurtful it was, but it was. Anyway, that aside, I will not be doing any fairy videos. I just wanted to discuss this because the environment means a lot to me, as it probably means a lot to you, because if you didn't care about the environment, you wouldn't be either a fairy or a mermaid or a selkie or a kraken or a vampire. Some people have been getting into vampires. Oh, what's that about? I've been a vampire briefly for like a week and a half. I didn't like it. So, I mean, but I don't know why people are all obsessed with vampires. Unless someone's been watching a little bit too much Twilight. But vampires are not like Twilight, okay? They do not sparkle. Anyway, so whatever. I just felt like, you know, you guys wouldn't be kind of magical if you didn't care about the environment. And so you'd want to know as much as, you know, as I wanted to know. And anyway, I will link Shalbizzle's videos, which I can't remember, like I said, I can't remember which video I got it from. But I will link her video in the description below. And please, 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 please comment, because I love hearing the things that you say, the questions that you ask, even just a hi. That it means a lot to me. It really does. I love reading the things that you put. I read every single at least I try to. If I don't, if you either haven't had a heart from me or a reply from me, just message again, because you know how YouTube notifications can be. They can be a bit messy and a bit like. So if I haven't, it's not my fault. I do read every single one that I can. And I love you guys, so please subscribe as well. We hit 180 subscribers. We went kind of down. I lost a few subscribers, which was quite upsetting, but you know, it's not about the amount of subscribers I have. I just want to know that you guys enjoy what I put out. And so yeah, and also like if you can, because I really like when you like my stuff. I also just want to say quickly, thank you guys so much for sticking by me through like 3-something years since I've come onto YouTube. You know, you guys have stuck by me through a lot of stuff. We've had a lot of, you know, kind of personal discussions about things, about disabilities and about things that have really upset me. And so I'm really grateful for you doing that. Anyway, so I'm going to go. Thank you so much for listening to me talk about microplastics. And the next time you'll be hearing from me will be when Miss Jinx is here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I could just barely breathe. Oh! I'm so excited. Yeah, so yeah, that's the next time you'll be hearing from me. And seeing my squidgy face. Right, I'll leave you guys. Peace.